As Keir Starmer potentially gets closer to winning power, he and the Labour Party know that they can't make any tiny mistakes. That's why they're crawling back to the trade unions by offering them electronic ballots, like in America, in exchange for their support. Things are getting slightly messy in the British political system. Yesterday we reported on the channel that the Labour Party are now going to beg the business community, the same big corporations and the rich that they've been attacking every single day. They are now begging for money because they know that some of these woke corporations and rich people who've been donating to the Conservative Party, they are now withdrawing their support from the party. So Labour know that they can't really go ultra-socialist, at least in terms of rhetoric before the election. So they're now getting money. They're going to be getting funding from the same corporations that they have been criticizing. Now they have a new idea. Yes, crawl back to the trade unions, the same unions that Starmer and his team have been alienating for the past 2-3 years. He knows that he kind of needs their support. He can't completely alienate them until the election. So he's come up with an idea. But the problem here is that he thinks if he gives more power to the trade unions, to make it more easier and more flexible to call strikes left, right and center, then everything will be fine. The problem here is that this will backfire as usual. Some people assume that when you have a Labour government or left-wing government, you're not going to have strikes anymore because trade unions go hand in hand with that party in power. But no, we've seen. Look at London with Sadiq Khan and the TfL strikes. Look at Scotland. We reported earlier on the channel today about the NHS trade unions and nurses who are protesting and striking against Nicola Sturgeon's SNP government. Look at what happened under Tony Blair. Look at what happened under Callaghan, Wilson, and all the others. It will backfire. And these people don't really understand this. But he kind of needs them because, a while ago when the Unite, the union, threatened to withdraw Labour funding, he said basically let's just defund the Labour Party, and they managed to get a number of trade unions to join their movement. Enough is enough. But the reality is that this is absolutely astonishing what the solution is that's come up from Labour HQ and Keir Starmer's leadership. They're going to be offering electronic ballots. Yes, electronic ballots, like in America. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong by offering the system to just make it easy and give more powers to the left-wing nutters at trade unions? Is that really worth it? Is that actually workable? You know what's going to happen. We know what's going to happen. It's going to cause chaos, and the whole country will be held ransom by the nutters. So there are a number of reasons to be angry at the Conservative government. Absolutely. Unless you're going to actually get behind an alternative party like Reform, for example, or it's someone else. The Labour Party getting into power will be absolutely chaotic for a number of obvious reasons. But there's no reason, this is not the actual good reason to support the Tories at this point either. It's a very, very tricky situation for every single voter in the country who's not a complete nutter on the left. But that's the current situation. We're going to come back in half an hour. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to tell you about a woke Canadian family, YouTube family, that are making money by mocking the Iranian women who are protesting for freedom.